Movie recap: Ecliptica, the Chronos Paradox. In the sprawling, neon-lit labyrinth of Noctis City, the sky was a sickly amber, forever choked by clouds that never seemed to part. Here, time itself was a whispered legend, fractured, unreliable, and sometimes deadly. People whispered of the skips, moments where time unraveled and the unwary were lost to ages unknown. Amid this dystopian chaos, a disillusioned historian named Dr. Elias Vorn made an extraordinary discovery: a shimmering obelisk unearthed beneath the ruins of an ancient theater. The obelisk, its surface covered in symbols that seemed to shift and writhe like living things, pulsed with a rhythm that felt eerily like a heartbeat. The obelisk was no ordinary artifact. It was a map, a gateway to what Vorn would later call the Ecliptica, a dimensional rift where past, present, and future bled together. Desperate to escape his crumbling life, Elias activated the obelisk using a cryptic sequence he decoded from half-forgotten myths. The air shimmered and folded in on itself, and he was flung into the void. When Elias awoke, he found himself in a place that defied understanding. The Ecliptica was an infinite city, both impossibly ancient and unnervingly futuristic. Towering spires of alien metal stood beside crumbling stone ruins carved with depictions of creatures that could never have existed. In this realm, he encountered the Chronarchs, beings neither fully human nor entirely alien. They were custodians of time, their bodies fluid and translucent, their voices a chorus of whispers. They revealed to Elias a terrible truth. The timeline was broken, fractured by humanity's insatiable meddling. His activation of the obelisk had been a catalyst, a spark that ignited the rift. The Chronarchs offered Elias a grim choice: travel through time to repair the damage, or be consumed by the Ecliptica, his existence erased from all timelines. Reluctantly, he agreed, and they gifted him a device known as the Chronospire, a pulsating, organic artifact that seemed half machine, half living entity. Elias's journey through time was nothing short of harrowing. He visited epochs where humanity worshipped monstrous gods with far too many eyes, and futures where AI constructs hunted humans like vermin. In the 31st century, he discovered a utopia ruled by the seraphim, extraterrestrial beings who claimed to be humanity's saviors. But their angelic visage hid a sinister agenda. They were harvesting the souls of humans to power their own dying dimension. Elias narrowly escaped, armed with fragments of knowledge about their role in the timeline's corruption. The true horror came in the distant past, a primordial Earth where the skies boiled with unnatural colors and colossal, tentacled entities slumbered beneath the oceans. It was here that Elias uncovered the origin of the Chronarchs. They were not saviors, but remnants of the ancient gods, creatures who had consumed their own universe and now sought to do the same to his. They had manipulated him all along, using his desperation to fix time as a means to stabilize their dominion over the Ecliptica. The climax of Elias's journey brought him back to Noctis City, moments before his initial activation of the obelisk. But the city was no longer as he remembered it. The sky was a black void, and the streets were filled with faceless beings whose bodies flickered in and out of existence. Elias realized with dawning horror that this was the true timeline. His meddling had created the fractured reality he had sought to prevent. In a desperate bid to undo the damage, Elias destroyed the Chronospire, severing his connection to the Chronarchs. But the act came at a cost. The Ecliptica began to collapse, taking with it all the alternate timelines it had spawned. As the world dissolved into darkness, Elias found himself standing once more before the obelisk, the symbols on its surface now inert and lifeless. The movie ends ambiguously. Elias, back in the present, but haunted by memories of what he had seen, stands on a rain-soaked rooftop, staring at the obelisk. A faint pulse begins to emanate from it once more, and the camera slowly pans to reveal the symbol, shifting ever so slightly. The screen fades to black, leaving the audience with a chilling question. Was it all inevitable? In Ecliptica, the Chronos Paradox, the line between savior and destroyer blurs, and time proves to be the cruelest antagonist of all.